out walking, talking, thinking, pondering. Bit of a storm coming in behind me, which is fitting for what I'm thinking about. Higher education and sector in Canada. You got a storm a brewing. I work in the sector, I've worked in the sector in the past. There's storms coming. Structural issues like systemic racism, systemic sexism, ageism, ableism, structural or systemic or institutional, call it what you may. To address those requires structural remedies, systemic remedies. I've argued this for many years. Education and training is important. It's a good lever. It doesn't result in structural change. It's a cosmetic change, and it's focused on individuals to the most part, and therefore the change will take a long time. Some examples of structural change that result in changes much quicker are things like class action lawsuits, legal action, human rights tribunals, and the higher education sector face those. That's where equity, diversity, and inclusion initiatives came from. They've been mandated by the federal government through the Canada Research Chairs program, which was subject to a class action lawsuit by 6 female scholars back in 2006, and then follow-up and an out-of-court settlement. And then marginalized male scholar took them to the Human Rights Tribunal and successful, another settlement, and therefore structural change was enacted externally by the federal government. More of those are probably coming for the sector, unless something changes. There's a representation problem at senior executive levels and presidents, 90% white, majority male. Similar with faculty, not quite as high in numbers, but still a majority male. So there's problems in the sector. Lots of folks know that. There's problems with organizational silence. But here's a suggestion for a potential structural remedy. It's a complaints and resolution process. Not just complaints, but resolution. And the BC Ombudsperson's Office has an excellent guide put out in 2020. I'll put it in the comments on designing effective complaints handling processes. 4 principles. Simple to say, a little difficult to put in place, but good suggestions. Accessible. There's a concept. If you ever looked at higher education sectors, policies around complaints, they're not accessible to the most part. Maybe there's some examples of those. Multiple pathways through different departments and human resources and EDI office, and like one pathway, student or staff. Make it accessible. Need to be fair. That takes training, time to develop. They need to be person-centered and responsive. 4 principles, really good ones. What do you think of those? Anywhere where you see those being put in place? Be interested. Leave me a comment, send me a direct message. Complaints and resolution processes. Excellent opportunity for structural change in higher education.